Let me bring your attention to a remarkable young lady, Linette Lopez, columnist, business insider. We're going to chop it up about some things today. Ms. Lopez, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
This is going quite well. Let's talk about the economy in COVID, right? So when COVID hit, it shocked everybody. Economy did some really weird things. And then some people went extreme one way or the other. It seems like the economy is starting to bounce back. What's your professional expert opinion about what's happening with the COVID economy?
Okay, so everything's gonna be weird for a hot second until we kind of iron out all the wrinkles that were created by basically shutting off the lights in the factory that is our global economy and then turning them back on again. Like getting these massive gears and wheels of this massive machine that is the global economy going again. Now think of like, trade and goods that come from China, that come all the way to the United States. All of that was slowed down or shut down. There were ports in China that were just simply not being used for a while. All of this stuff is just restarting again. And it's creating all these weird dislocations. Like people want to immediately build houses, but of course the lumber supply isn't what it would be in a normal time, right? So we have to get that supply to meet demand again. What happens during a weird moment like that is what we saw in May when lumber prices just like shot up extremely. Now we're seeing those prices come down by about 50% from the highs. So we're seeing things get normal again, but we have a ways to go. People need to find the jobs that they're actually looking for. People need to send their kids back to school so they have childcare all day, every day, so that they can go back to work. Because the economy was shut down for a year and a half, and some people who say worked in restaurants or worked at theaters, etc., because they couldn't go to work, they found ways to make do. And so now for the next couple of months, they feel a little more comfortable taking their time and looking for a job. And that means that wages are going up because as employers want to go to work right away, they're seeing this lag, right? Where their employees are like, wait a hot second, I could find a better job elsewhere. I'm going to keep looking. And that is why people are just pumping up these wages to get workers to come back and do the jobs they were doing before.
You made a great point. Because everybody attributes, not everybody, but those on the right, because it fits their narrative, they attribute people not being hired at the rate of employment because of extended unemployment benefits. But here's the truth. During that year and a half, people were able to, one, they self-analyzed their own position in life, right? Many of them said, this job, they just got rid of me within 1 week of a potential crisis or in the middle of the crisis. And so they found ways to make money. They found other jobs. They engaged in the gig economy. They found ways to work from home and make ends meet. They found that they could actually make more money by working from home, and they had less expenses, such as travel, clothing, et cetera, et cetera. And so they found a way to adapt to COVID. And really the problematic issue was the fact that these jobs never paid them livable wages in the first place. So how do you think that's going to be attractive anyway? It wasn't attractive when they were there the first time. And now that they figured out some ways to live, survive, and thrive without going to a job that will not respect them in their paycheck, they have done so.
Right, and I think this is a window of opportunity for employees who want to get higher wages. I know that eventually unemployment will run out, and that will certainly have an effect on this, because all of this isn't just, the fact that people don't want to work or there are unemployment checks coming in like the Republicans say. That does obviously have an impact, but I think we should not be judged as a country or judge other people, for Americans, for taking the taxes that they pay back during a time of crisis. Okay, I think this is a service and a cushion and a safety net that our country should provide during a global pandemic. But anyway, I think that the uncertainty of the pandemic hasn't subsided either. Obviously, workers are still concerned about going back to work. There's this whole Delta variant thing that we have to worry about, that we've got to deal with. And childcare is a massive, massive issue. People need to be able to have their children taken care of when they go back to work. And this hybrid schedule wasn't helping at all. I mean, I think it was December month when we looked at the jobs report, and it was all women who had lost their jobs. Because women, because they tend to be paid less than men, tend to be the ones who have to stay home if somebody has to stay home.
Yeah, very well said. We got a minute left. I want to highlight this because you investigate controversial companies. You investigated Tesla. Tell us about that as quick as you can.
I mean, I've investigated a number of things at Tesla, and from the cars to the solar products. I've investigated the company cutting corners in its braking system, issues with batteries, a secret project in its solar division to cover up the fact that they put a bunch of faulty solar panels on people's roofs that could cause fires. All of that is real. All of that is happening. And Elon Musk tweets, people think it's funny. They think that he's some kind of genius master of the universe who's gonna colonize Mars, which I wish he would do faster by the day. But the reality is he is one of those tech Silicon Valley guys who thinks that he can move fast and break things. And that he can cut corners, and that as long as things seem on the up and up, they don't have to actually be on the up and up. And he is not somebody that we can trust with leadership in terms of the global climate revolution. And he is not someone that we should trust in terms of investment advice. And he is not someone who I think genuinely cares about the things that he claims to care about.
Wow. I'm going to continue checking out your work. I'm thankful that you are you're at the top here. You do a lot of great work. You do expert journalism. For those who are watching, how can they follow you, follow your work?
You can follow me on Twitter at Lopez Linette, and my columnist page at Business Insider is just businessinsider.com/author/ my name. Sorry, I can't speak English today.
Ms. Lopez, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for being on Indisputable.
Thanks.